My friends, take a moment right now. Pause. Let the rush of the world fade for just this breath. Feel the air entering your body, cool and gentle as it fills your lungs, then leaving, warm and released, carrying away whatever tension has gathered in your chest. In this single moment, you are exactly where you need to be. Not yesterday's regrets, not tomorrow's uncertainties, only this breath, this heartbeat, this alive presence. Welcome home. The Buddha, the awakened one, once taught something so simple yet profoundly transformative. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. These words, drawn from the ancient teachings preserved in the sutras like the Dhammapada, are not mere poetry. They are a practical lifeline in a world that constantly pulls us away from ourselves. In our modern lives, whether here in the bustling streets of cities across America, from the skyscrapers of New York to the sunny boulevards of Los Angeles or anywhere else, the mind races like an untamed horse. Notifications ping relentlessly on our phones, deadlines loom like storm clouds, traffic jams test our patience, and endless to-do lists whisper that we're never quite enough. The mind darts backward into what-ifs of regret. I should have spoken up in that meeting. I should have chosen a different career path, or I should have been there for my loved one when they needed me. Or forward into anxious projections. What if I fail at this new project? What if things fall apart in my relationship? What if the economy tanks and I lose everything? But hear this clearly, the past is gone, dissolved like smoke in the wind. The future remains unborn, a mere thought form, not yet real. Only this present breath, this very instant of awareness, is undeniably true. Today I extend a gentle invitation to you to begin or to deepen a daily mindfulness practice rooted directly in the wisdom of the Buddha. This is not about retreating from life into some distant calm. It's about stepping fully into life with open eyes, a steady heart, and a mind no longer enslaved by distraction. The Buddha discovered that true peace is not hidden somewhere out there in achievements, possessions, or perfect circumstances. It is already within us, patiently waiting for us to cease our endless running and simply arrive. This arrival isn't a one-time event. It's a continuous unfolding, a daily recommitment to being here now. Let's explore how to make this arrival practical, step by step, drawing from the core teachings like the Satipatthana Sutta, the discourse on the foundations of mindfulness, which the Buddha described as the direct path to purification, the overcoming of sorrow, the end of suffering, and the realization of liberation. He presented 4 establishments of mindfulness: contemplating the body in the body, feelings in feelings, mind in mind, and phenomena in phenomena, all with diligence, clear comprehension, and non-reactive awareness. These aren't abstract concepts, they're tangible ways to engage with your experience. The body becomes your first foundation because it's always here, a constant companion that grounds you in the physical reality of now. Feelings, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, arise and pass like waves on the ocean, and mindfulness teaches you to observe them without drowning. The mind itself, with its thoughts, moods, and intentions, is watched like a flowing river, revealing its impermanent nature. And phenomena, the objects of awareness, show the interconnectedness of all things, fostering wisdom and compassion. To truly understand this, let's start with the basics. Begin each morning before the demands of the day seize you. Find a quiet spot, perhaps the edge of your bed, a cushion on the floor, or even a chair at your kitchen table. Sit upright but relaxed, with your spine straight yet not rigid, allowing energy to flow freely. Eyes gently closed or softly gazing downward, at a spot a few feet in front of you. For just 5 minutes at first, extend it as it feels natural. Bring attention to your body resting here. Feel the points of contact, the weight of your buttocks on the seat, the soles of your feet against the floor, the subtle pressure where your hands rest in your lap. Notice the sensations without trying to change them. The coolness of air on your skin, the warmth where clothing touches, the gentle rise and fall of your abdomen with each breath. If your mind starts to wander to the day's schedule or last night's unfinished tasks, that's okay. Gently guide it back, like redirecting a curious puppy. The breath is the simplest and most reliable anchor, as the Buddha emphasized in his teachings on anapanasati, mindfulness of breathing. Observe it naturally without forcing deep inhales or controlled exhales. Feel the cool touch of air at the nostrils on the in-breath, the warmer release on the out-breath. You might notice the slight pause between breaths, a moment of stillness. Count the breaths if it helps. 1 on the in-breath, 2 on the out-breath, up to 10, then start over. Or use a simple mantra, in as you inhale, out as you exhale. When the mind wanders, as it inevitably will, drifting to plans, memories, or judgments, don't scold yourself. Simply note thinking with kindness, like labeling a passing cloud, and return to the breath. This gentle returning is the essence of right mindfulness from the Noble Eightfold Path. It trains the mind not through force, but through patient, repeated coming back. Over time, this builds a mental muscle, making it easier to stay present amid chaos. As your practice grows, extend this awareness into the 4 postures the Buddha emphasized: sitting, standing, walking, and lying down. These are the fundamental ways we move through life, and mindfulness turns them into gateways to presence. Start with standing meditation. Rise from your seat and stand tall, feet shoulder-width apart, knees slightly soft. Feel the earth supporting you, the pull of gravity and anchoring your body. Scan from head to toe, the crown of your head reaching skyward, shoulders relaxed, arms hanging loosely, belly soft, legs strong yet at ease. Breathe here for a minute or two, noticing any shifts in balance or subtle sensations. This posture cultivates stability, reminding you that you can stand firm even when life feels unsteady. Now consider walking meditation, a practice the Buddha encouraged for householders and monastics alike. In your daily life, transform ordinary movement into sacred presence. When walking to your car, down the office hallway, or even across your living room, slow down slightly, about half your normal pace if possible. Feel each component of a step, the heel making contact with the ground, the rolling transfer of weight through the foot, the lifting of the toes as the next step begins. Coordinate with the breath, perhaps breathing in as you lift one foot, breathing out as you place it down. Silently affirm, I am walking, I am here, now. In the words inspired by later teachers like Thich Nhat Hanh, who carried forward the Buddha's spirit, the mind can go in 1,000 directions, but on this beautiful path, I walk in peace. With each step, a cool wind blows. With each step, a flower blooms. Imagine each footprint leaving behind a lotus flower symbolizing purity, arising from the mud of daily life. If you're in a hurry, even a few mindful steps count, perhaps from your desk to the water cooler. Over time, this integrates mindfulness into motion, turning commutes or errands into opportunities for calm. Lying down, meditation is equally powerful, especially at night or during rest. Lie flat on your back, arms at your sides, palms up or down as comfortable. Close your eyes and bring awareness to the body supported by the bed or floor. Feel the back of your head, shoulders, hips, heels pressing down. Release any held tension, jaw unclenched, forehead smooth. Follow the breath as it moves through the body, perhaps visualizing it as a wave washing from head to toe. This posture is ideal for body scans. Starting at the toes, notice warmth, coolness, tingling or tightness, then move upward through legs, torso, arms, neck and head. If sleepiness arises, that's fine. Mindfulness can ease you into restful slumber. The Buddha practiced this in his final moments, entering parinirvana with full awareness. Eating offers another profound opportunity to embody mindfulness. In our hurried culture, meals are often multitasking, scrolling phones, watching screens, or rushing through bites while thinking about the next meeting. Slow down. Place your food before you and truly look at it. Appreciate its colors, shapes, textures, the vibrant red of a tomato, the golden crust of bread, the glossy sheen of an apple. Bring it close and inhale its aroma, the earthiness of bread, the freshness of herbs, the sweetness of fruit. As you take the first bite, chew slowly, aiming for 20-30 chews per mouthful, noticing flavors unfolding layer by layer. Sweet, salty, bitter, sour, umami. Feel the textures against your tongue, the crunch of vegetables, the creaminess of yogurt, the juiciness of meat or fruit. Notice the act of swallowing, the nourishment traveling into your body. This is not indulgence, it's gratitude. The Buddha taught that genuine happiness arises not from chasing fleeting pleasures, but from being fully present with what is already here, honoring the interdependent web of life that brings this meal to your plate, from farmers to transporters to cooks. Try eating one meal a day in silence without distractions and journal afterward. What did I notice? How did it feel? This builds appreciation and can even aid digestion by reducing stress eating. Beyond physical activities, mindfulness shines in handling emotions where it meets the raw heart of human experience. Emotions are impermanent, as the Buddha taught in the concept of anicca. Everything changes. When anger flares at a rude comment from a co-worker, a traffic jam on the freeway, an injustice in the news, or anxiety grips you about finances, health, relationships, don't suppress or explode. Turn toward the feeling with the tenderness of a loving parent comforting a distressed child. Locate where it lives in the body, tightness in the chest for anxiety, heat in the face for anger, churning in the stomach for fear. Breathe into it, imagining the breath softening the edges. Silently say, breathing in, I recognize this anger, anxiety, sadness. Breathing out, I calm my body and mind, or as Thich Nhat Hanh beautifully phrased, breathing in, I calm my body, breathing out, I smile to my suffering. This isn't denial, it's acknowledgement. Label the emotion, anger arising, and watch its intensity, duration, and eventual fading. Over weeks and months, you'll see emotions as transient weather patterns, storms that arise, intensify, and pass, while you remain the vast, unchanging sky. You are not the anger, you contain it. This non-identification frees you from reactive cycles, allowing wiser responses. For deeper emotional work, incorporate metta, loving kindness meditation from the Buddha's teachings. Sit comfortably and repeat phrases. May I be safe, may I be healthy, may I be happy, may I live with ease. Then extend to loved ones, neutral people, difficult ones, and all beings. This cultivates compassion, dissolving barriers of us versus them. In challenging times like grief after loss, mindfulness helps by holding space. Feel the heaviness in the heart, the tears welling without judgment. Cry if needed. Tears are part of the human experience. The Buddha himself wept at times, showing vulnerability is not weakness. Scientific studies echo these ancient insights, providing modern validation for skeptics. Research from institutions like Harvard and UCLA shows mindfulness reduces anxiety and depression symptoms by up to 50%. In some cases, lowers cortisol, stress hormone levels, improves emotional regulation through enhanced prefrontal cortex activity, enhances focus by increasing gray matter in attention-related areas, and even alters brain structure, thickening the hippocampus, memory and learning, while shrinking the amygdala, fear center. Programs like mindfulness-based stress reduction, MBSR, developed by John Kabat-Zinn, have demonstrated these effects in as little as 8 weeks, with benefits comparable to some antidepressants for mild to moderate depression, plus improvements in sleep quality, reducing insomnia by 40%, immune function, boosting antibody responses, and chronic pain management, decreasing perceived pain by 30–50%. Neuroimaging studies using fMRI reveal that meditators have less mind-wandering and stronger neural connections for self-awareness. Even short sessions, 10 minutes daily, yield results, as shown in apps like Headspace or Calm, which draw from Buddhist principles. Yet the Buddha's path was never about chasing these outcomes. They arise naturally as byproducts of clear seeing and ethical living. To integrate mindfulness further, weave it into more moments of your day. When the phone rings or a notification chimes, pause for one conscious breath before responding, transforming reactivity into choice. Feel the device in your hand, the vibration or sound, then decide. While washing dishes, feel the warm water cascading over your hands, the slickness of soap bubbles, the weight and shape of each plate or utensil as you rinse and dry. Notice the sounds, the clink of silverware, the splash of water. This turns chores into meditation. Driving? Use red lights as bells of mindfulness. Breathe deeply, relax your grip on the wheel, drop your shoulders, smile inwardly at the forced pause, scan for tension in your body and release it. Brushing teeth, showering, waiting in line at the grocery store, each becomes a chance to return. Thich Nhat Hanh suggested simple gathas, mindful verses. For opening a door, breathing in, I open the door of my heart to the world. For turning on a faucet, water flows over these hands. May I use them skillfully to help others. For checking email, as I open this message, may I respond with wisdom and kindness. Create your own. Personalize them to your routine. Extend this to interpersonal interactions. In conversations, practice deep listening. Fully attend to the speaker without planning your reply. Notice their tone, facial expressions, body language. When speaking, pause to breathe, ensuring words come from presence, not impulse. This fosters genuine connection, reducing misunderstandings. In parenting, be present with your child. Put down the phone during playtime. Truly see their joy or frustration. The Buddha advised laypeople on family life, emphasizing mindful communication to build harmony. Work-life benefits immensely. Amid emails, meetings, and deadlines, take micro breaks, 3 breaths at your desk, feeling feet on the floor. For creative tasks, mindfulness clears mental clutter, sparking innovation. Studies show meditators have 20% better focus and productivity. If stress builds, step outside for a mindful walk, noticing trees, sky, sounds of birds or traffic. Challenges will arise, days when the mind feels like a monkey swinging from branch to branch, chattering endlessly, or when life brings pain that seems unbearable, like illness, loss, or conflict. In those times, remember the Buddha's compassion, self-kindness when you forget or falter. Gently begin again. No perfection required. The practice is forgiving, cumulative. Each return to presence chips away at old habits of distraction, judgment, and fear, revealing the luminous awareness beneath. If motivation wanes, join a group. Local sanghas, communities, or online forums offer support, as the Buddha valued the sangha as one of the three jewels. Imagine living this way consistently. Relationships transform, you listen deeply, empathize fully, fostering intimacy and trust. Work gains clarity and creativity as scattered attention gives way to focused flow states. The body unwinds from chronic tension, no longer hauling yesterday's burdens or tomorrow's phantoms, leading to better health, lower blood pressure, stronger immunity. Joy emerges not as dramatic highs, but as quiet contentment, the simple delight of a warm cup of tea savored fully, a child's laughter heard without distraction, sunlight warming your skin in the morning. Compassion grows naturally for yourself and others, seeing shared humanity in every struggle. The overworked barista, the stressed driver, the grieving neighbor, this ripples outward, contributing to a kinder world. You need no monastery, no shaved head, no hours of empty time. The Buddha addressed householders, farmers, merchants, parents, with busy lives like yours, teaching in the Anapanasati Sutta that mindfulness can be practiced anywhere. Start small, one mindful breath upon waking, one mindful step on your commute, one mindful pause before replying to a message. These seeds, watered daily, blossom into a garden of calm resilience. Use reminders, set phone alarms for breathe moments, place sticky notes with quotes like, "Be here now," to deepen, explore related practices. Body-based yoga aligned with mindfulness enhances awareness through asanas, poses. Or try Vipassana retreats for intensive insight, but start gently. Read texts, The Miracle of Mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh, Wherever You Go, There You Are, by Jon Kabat-Zinn, or the original sutras translated accessibly. My dear friend, beneath the layers of conditioning, stress, and stories, you carry the same awakened potential the Buddha realized under the Bodhi tree over 2,500 years ago. The difference is only consistent practice. Breath by breath, choose presence over autopilot. When you drift, and we all do, smile at your humanness and return without shame. Forgive lapses, celebrate small victories. You are not broken, you are not deficient, you are already whole, radiant beneath the passing clouds of thought and emotion. Let this practice be your gentle homecoming. Return to yourself again and again. Here in this breath, peace is not a distant goal, it's possible. Here, true freedom begins. May you tread this path with patience for the slow unfolding, courage to face what arises, and boundless kindness toward your own heart. May each inhalation draw in peace, each exhalation release ease. May you touch the wonders available right now, the miracle of being alive, the interconnectedness of all beings, the beauty in ordinary moments. You are enough, right here, right now. Breathe in peace. Breathe out ease. And know this moment is perfect, just as it is.